Taking you live now to Sydney, where the Jewish Council and Palestinian Action Group are speaking about protest laws.
Such as the Bondi massacre never happen again. We wholeheartedly support gun reform legislation, for instance. But our actions must be informed by our solidarity and our shared values, not punitive policies and divisive politics. We call on the Minsk government and members of the New South Wales Parliament not to politicise our grief and not to capitalise on our tragedy, not to pass laws that stifle our freedoms and punish us for our commitment to justice. We can only heal and recover from this tragedy and ensure that our communities are safe by standing together as an entire community against hateful atrocities. Thank you.
Thank you, Nama. My name's Josh Lees from the Palestine Action Group here in Sydney. And like everyone else, the Palestine Action Group was, of course, absolutely shocked and horrified by the Bondi attack, which was a revolting act of anti-Semitism and violence which caused so much death and suffering. The people to blame for that attack are those killers who carried it out, who in turn apparently were inspired by the twisted ideology of ISIS. Now, anyone who knows anything about ISIS knows that they are completely opposed to the cause of Palestinian liberation and always have been, and of course that they would violently oppose our movement that we have built against that genocide in this country and all around the world, where we have seen millions of people march, as Nama just said, side by side from all different backgrounds and faiths, including thousands and thousands of members of the Jewish community standing together to oppose the racist violence being meted out to the people from Gaza, or people of Gaza. And we have always, and we reiterate, our complete opposition to all forms of racism, including, of course, anti-Semitism. And that is a message we have made repeatedly for the past 2 years and for many years before that. And that's why what we're seeing now, which is a concerted campaign being waged by some to try to link the horrific Bondi attack to the Palestine protest movement, is so ludicrous, it's so deliberately dishonest, and it is so outrageous. This campaign of lies is coming from many of those, including, of course, from Netanyahu himself, the wanted war criminal, who has spent more than 2 years either carrying out or supporting and justifying Israel's annihilation of Gaza and its genocide of the Palestinian people, which has seen hundreds of thousands of people massacred and starved. And now we see dishonest political actors trying to outrageously exploit the tragic events of Bondi to further their own political agenda and trying to silence the Palestine movement. Chris Minns knows very well that there is absolutely nothing linking these ISIS gunmen to the Palestine protest movement. He knows very well that there is absolutely nothing linking the spate of other high-profile anti-Semitic attacks which have targeted the Jewish community over the past 2 years. There is absolutely nothing linking any of those to the Palestine protest movement either. He knows this because his own New South Wales Police and the Australian Federal Police have said so very clearly about what actually motivated those attacks, who orchestrated them, and so on. And it is nothing at all to do with the Palestine protest movement. And yet he, Chris Minns, and unfortunately many in the media are just regurgitating these complete fabrications and distortions. And I want to say to the 300,000 people who marched over the Sydney Harbour Bridge, to the millions who have marched around the country, I think we need to say to them that you were right to march. You should be proud of the stance that you have taken to oppose the genocide in Gaza. And of course, and it's crazy that we even have to say this, of course, you are not to blame for the horrific anti-Semitic attack carried out by 2 ISIS-inspired gunmen at Bondi. And we are going to need to keep mobilising because, tragically, the genocide in Gaza does continue. Israel has killed 400 Palestinians since this so-called ceasefire was announced, and they continue to deny aid to the people of Gaza, along with everything else. And so for that reason, of course, we completely oppose Chris Minns' latest bout of knee-jerk anti-protest laws, which are seeking to exploit this tragedy to take away the democratic rights of everyone in New South Wales.